Okay, so get this right. You take a blurry photo, like totally messed up, and with like one click, it's a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Or imagine photo bombers, just gone, like magic.
Yeah.
And we're not talking Photoshop wizards here. This is AI taking over photography. It's happening now.
Yeah, it really is like AI is changing everything,
Mhm.
how we take pictures, edit them, even making brand new images, the whole thing.
Right. And that's exactly what we're going to dig into today. Count them, 5 surprising ways AI is shaking things up. And not just for the pros, this is for everyone, even if you're just snapping pics on your phone.
For sure. We'll be looking at how this stuff that used to be like pro level is now something anyone can do,
Yeah.
and how AI is pushing the limits of what's possible creatively.
Totally. So first up, automatic image enhancement. We've all been there, right? A photo, bad lighting, maybe a little blurry. It used to be you needed serious editing skills. Now, AI does it in, what, seconds?
And it's not just throwing some random filter on there. These AI things, they're learning. They figure out what you like, how you edit. So it's like tailored to you, like your own personal photo editor right in your pocket.
So wait, it's not like one size fits all. It actually learns what I like, what my style is.
Exactly. So say you've got a vacation photo, right? Lighting's terrible. AI can fix that, even bring out details you didn't know were there, and boom, professional looking photo. No sweat.
Seriously, that's a game changer, especially for those of us who, well, let's just say Photoshop isn't our forte.
Uh-huh, right. Think of it as a tool, a really powerful tool. Makes amazing results possible, even if you're not an expert. And speaking of powerful tools, let's move on to something else cool. Intelligent object removal.
Now we're talking. This is where it gets really interesting. Okay, so picture this. The perfect shot, right? But there's a random tourist right in the middle of it. Or a trash can ruining the whole view.
Happens all the time. AI can take care of that. And not just by covering it up. It actually analyzes the whole picture, fills in the gaps.
Yeah.
Like the object was never even there.
Seriously, so it's not just slapping a patch on it. It's like rebuilding the background.
You got it. The results. Super convincing. We actually read about a case. Someone had a beach photo. There was this stray trash bag. Right. The AI replaced it with more sand. Totally seamless. You'd never know it was there.
Wow, that's wild. I can see that being useful for, like, everything, especially when you just can't control what's around you.
For sure. It gives photographers a whole new level of control. But AI isn't just for cleaning up backgrounds. It's changing how we do portraits, too.
Right, those portrait apps. Smooth skin, no blemishes. But are they actually any good?
They've gotten a lot better because of AI. These algorithms, they look at faces super closely, make tiny tweaks. It enhances how you actually look, not that fake airbrushed look.
So it's more about making you look your best, not like a totally different person.
Exactly. It's about highlighting your natural features.
Yeah.
Say you've got a portrait taken in low light, right? AI can brighten it up, but it'll also sharpen your eyes, bring out the details. It's pretty cool.
It's like having this AI assistant making everything perfect. Kind of blows my mind how computers can do stuff that used to take years of practice, you know?
It is amazing. And we're just getting started. This next thing, this is where it gets really wild. AI generating images and digital art from scratch.
Wait, from scratch, you're telling me AI can just like create a picture out of nothing?
Well, not nothing. Tools like DALL-E, you've probably heard of it. It uses text. You tell it what you want to see, describe it, and it makes it into a picture.
No way. So I could say like mountain sunrise, river flowing through a meadow, and AI could paint that.
Exactly. The detail, the creativity, it's insane. And it changes everything. Not just for photographers, but for any kind of visual artist.
This is a revolution, like you said. AI can fix our photos, get rid of stuff we don't want, make people look better, and now it can create brand new images just from words. This is like sci-fi stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's not even all of it. There's one more thing we got to talk about, and it's a bit more, well, kind of emotional.
Okay, you've got me hooked. Tell me more.
It's about restoring and colorizing old photos. You know, those faded ones, maybe damaged, black and white. AI can bring them back to life in full color.
Whoa, that's like time travel, seeing the past in a whole new way.
Exactly. AI can analyze the picture, fix the damage, and then get this, it adds color. And it's amazingly accurate because it's learned about light, shadow, even what objects should look like from that time period.
So you could take like a photo of your grandparents' wedding, black and white, and see it in full color like it was taken yesterday.
It's mind-blowing, right? It's not just for photography buffs either. It's about preserving history, those personal memories.
Yeah.
Super powerful.
We've covered so much, and it's clear this AI stuff, it's not just some trendy filter. This is changing what photography even is.
Absolutely. And the cool thing is, it's not just for pros anymore. Now anyone can do amazing things with their photos.
It feels like we're just scratching the surface here.
We are, and that's what's so exciting. But before we go deeper, let's see some real-world examples of these AI tools.
Yeah, let's see them in action. Hit me. So we've talked about all this AI stuff right now. Let's see it in action. Real world examples. Seeing is believing and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start with those automatic enhancement features. They're everywhere now, right? Built into like every photo app. It's kind of wild how they can look at a photo and just like tweak it to make it better.
It's like, I don't know, you've got this like photography expert whispering in your ear, a little more contrast here, or maybe a touch of saturation there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Brightness, contrast, saturation, all that stuff. It used to take forever to learn. Now the AI just does it, and it looks natural, not all fake and overdone.
Right. And you were saying these AI tools can even like learn your personal preferences. How does that even work?
So some of the fancy photo editing software, right, it keeps track of how you edit your photos. It's looking for patterns, seeing what you do over and over.
Mm.
And it's basically like studying your style.
Mm.
And then it uses what it's learned to edit new photos, like making a custom profile just for you.
So it's not just using the same filter on everything. It actually gets like what I find visually appealing.
Exactly. That's what makes it so powerful. It's not just fixing problems, it's actually enhancing like your artistic vision.
That's crazy. I kind of want to go back and redo all my old photos now. But speaking of making things easier, what about that object removal thing? That blew my mind.
Ah, yeah, the magic erasure. Remember that example we talked about? The beach photo with the trash bag? The AI just replaced it with more sand. Totally gone. It makes me wonder, what other situations could this be useful for?
Oh man, tons. Imagine like travel photos. You get the perfect shot, but there's some random tourist walking through, or a power line ruining a beautiful landscape.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just about, like, pretty pictures. Think about a photojournalist. Sometimes there's stuff you need to remove to, like, protect someone's identity or keep the focus on the story.
That's a really good point. So it can be really useful, but it also makes you think about like what's real, especially these days when everyone's worried about fake news and stuff.
Totally. It's a good reminder that even though these tools are super powerful, we got to use them responsibly.
Definitely. Okay, switching gears a bit, let's talk about AI portraits. I gotta admit, I've always been a little skeptical of those apps, the ones that make everyone look like flawless.
Yeah, I get it. There was a time when all those apps just made everyone look kind of plastic. But AI has changed the game. It can actually enhance your features without looking all fake.
So how does it even do that? Is it just smoothing out wrinkles and stuff?
It's way more advanced than that. It's analyzing your face, figuring out how light and shadow work. It's about bringing out your natural beauty, not covering everything up.
So it's not trying to make everyone fit some, like, standard of beauty. It's about making you look good.
Exactly. And it's not just about looking younger or getting rid of blemishes. It's about making a portrait that's, I don't know, more captivating. Like imagine a photo taken in low light, right? AI can brighten it, but it also sharpens your eyes, brings out the details.
It's amazing. It's like every part of photography is being touched by AI. It's making me rethink what's even possible.
And we haven't even gotten to the really crazy stuff yet. Ready to talk about AI image generation?
Oh, yeah. Bring it on. This is the stuff that still sounds like science fiction to me.
It is pretty wild. We're talking about AI that can create images from scratch.
Yeah.
Like literally from nothing but words.
I still don't get how that works. It's like telling a computer, imagine this, and it paints a picture.
It's kind of like that. They train these AI systems on like millions of images and text, so it learns to connect words with visual ideas.
Yeah.
And that's how it can take your description and turn it into a picture.
So I could say, like, futuristic city, neon lights, flying cars, and the AI would make that.
Exactly. Tools like DALL-E, we mentioned it before, they can make images that look just like photographs. And they can do all kinds of styles, realistic, abstract, you name it.
That's so cool, but also a little, I don't know, freaky. Like, the possibilities are endless, but what does that mean for artists, for creativity?
You're getting at something really important. This technology is making us ask all sorts of questions about what it means to be creative, what art even is.
Yeah, it's like, is AI a tool or is it like a partner in the creative process? It's definitely making us think outside the box.
For sure. And it's not just about making cool pictures. This technology is being used in like advertising, video games, even scientific research.
So it's more than just art. It's a way of seeing the world, of understanding things visually.
Exactly. But let's not get too philosophical here. Remember that other AI tool we were talking about? The one that can restore and colorize old photos?
Oh yeah, the time machine for photos.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see what it can do with some of those old family pictures.
All right, let's take a look at some real-world examples. See how this technology is bringing old memories back to life.
So we've seen AI do some pretty crazy stuff with photos, right? Making them better, getting rid of stuff, even creating whole new images. But bringing old photos back to life, that's like another level.
It really is something else.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, taking a black and white photo of your grandparents' wedding and seeing it in full color,
Yeah.
as if it was taken, yesterday.
I know, right? It's like you're bridging a gap between generations or something. But how does the AI even know what colors to use? It's not like there's some like color guidebook for every photo from back then.
Well, it's kind of like this. These AI systems, they've been trained on like tons and tons of color images. So they learn to connect objects and scenes with certain colors,
Okay.
like how light bounces off different materials, the usual colors of, everyday things, even fashion trends from different times.
So it's not just like randomly coloring things in, it's making a guess, but it's an educated guess based on all this data, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the results are honestly pretty amazing. But it's more than just the technology.
Mm.
It's about the emotional impact it has.
Yeah, for sure. It's not just about fixing a photo, it's like you're restoring a memory,
Mhm.
making it feel more real, more alive.
You got it. It's like history becomes, well, less distant, more human. We can connect with the past in a way that we just couldn't before.
It makes you think about all those old photos sitting in boxes and attics, just waiting to be like rediscovered. It's a whole new way to experience family history, you
Yeah,
know?
definitely. But as we wrap up our deep dive into AI photography, it's good to, step back for a second. We talk about how it's helping photographers, making creativity more accessible, even changing how we see images.
We've covered a lot, that's for sure. From making our snapshots better to like pushing the boundaries of art. AI is a big deal in photography, no doubt.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the tech itself, right? It's about how we use it. And as AI gets better, more powerful, it's going to bring up all sorts of questions about, authenticity, ethics, what it means to be creative.
It's exciting, but kind of scary too, right? On one hand, we have these amazing tools. Our photos look better. It's easier to do creative stuff. We can even connect with the past in new ways. But there's also that other side, the potential downsides.
Right. We have to think carefully about how we use these tools, whether we're the ones taking the photos or just looking at them. It's more important than ever to think critically, question what we see, and understand how images shape how we see the world.
That's a really good point. So we're embracing this whole AI photography revolution, but we can't forget our own judgment matters too. Our own creativity and our responsibility to use these tools in a good way.
I like that. So next time you're taking a photo, remember, the best tool you have isn't some AI, it's your own vision, your own way of seeing the world.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the AI photography revolution. Until next time, happy snapping, everyone.